Hello, 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 mighty people out there. What's going on? My name is Sonia Marie, and I'm happy to be here today on November. What the hell? It is not November. It is absolutely August 8th, 2022. That is the right year, right? November. What in the heaven high of ham and cheese sandwiches? I don't know where I am. I'm absolutely in the future. In the future, people. Happy to be here though, for real, to give you this extended rundown for today and this awesome week that we are opened up to. Oh my gosh. I think it's a lot to say, but I'm dragging a little bit today and I'm going to try to take my time. But at the same time, we'll see what God has in store. I'd love to say hello to all the people that are rolling on in. What's up, April Butler? Katrina is here and Brianna is here. Hey, happy Lionsgate portal to you. And Bijou. Oh man, I miss you, honey bun. Rabbi Rob is here, and Yashika Divine. Ooh, peace to you, honey bun. And Ramon Clark. Good afternoon. Buenos tardes to you. This week is really interesting, as I always say, to be truthful with you, because there's always something interesting to say about a week. And I want to take my time in a sense that for those that know me, that follow me, and it's worth repeating. I try to do my best to teach alongside doing what I'm doing, right? And dropping downloads and connecting with folks. And oh, wait, by the way, here's a real quick commercial. I want all those that are coming to the fifth annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat to Mount Shasta to pay attention. And if you know somebody that's going, tell them that, remind them. And remember that tomorrow we have a Zoom at 5 to go on our discussion board and our private group discussion board, and make sure you get that link for our Zoom tomorrow. I just wanted to put that out there just in case somebody's slipping and is not going on the website and checking up on the announcements that are being made. We want to see your beautiful face. There are 21 people going this time. Now, I shut it down, to be quite honest with you, pretty early because we had some changes of venue and because I wanted to make it a little bit more intimate this year, because it was some interesting and auspicious changes that happened last year that I want to revisit this year and make it more of what it is I set my sights to be when I started doing these retreats. So we're going to start from the beginning again, in a sense. So I want all the people to show up so we can see your beautiful face. All right. And by the way, if you're on IG, please follow my writing page, my artist page at Sonia Marie Writes, WRITES. And I like to send a loving prayer, silent prayer out to Olivia Newton-John. I just posted that she passed away, as probably all of you know already, because we get these goddamn alerts every day, not unless you turn them off on your phone. But the bottom line is that I really had an affinity for her. Like, I wanted to be cool, like Olivia Newton-John in Greece. She always proved to be, or I should say, seemed to be a really cool ass Virgo. So much love and light to her in her journey and all the wonderful people that are checking out. It's that time, y'all. That's a whole nother broadcast, to be quite honest with you. There's so many people that are checking out, and God bless their journey home. I just think that, and I'm probably sure you heard me say this, I didn't expect to go on this little bit of a tangent, squirrel, but I just think that there's a lot of people that are doing their best to get on out of here so they can help us on the other side before the massive changes happen, before the switch up happens, as we are transferring into this new age and doing things differently. It's way too much going on, and we need some soldiers of the light on the other side. So cry your tears if you've had some loved ones that have gone away, but know, please know that they got your back and they are your soldiers for what's about to come, even for what's happening right now. All right. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the moment of my little commercial. Thank you for the thumbs up of the 8 people that's paying attention. Those are probably the 8 riders that go, I don't care what Sonia's saying. I'm just going to put the thumbs up. I love you for that. Thank you so much. I really, 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 really do appreciate you. Yeah, she left Vaughn. She's out of here. And she was a Virgo. Yep, yep. So the reason why, hi, Rachel. What up, Bell? How you doing, Cherry? Oh, Miss Reese is here. Gloria's here. I'm gonna respond back to you, Vaughn, in a minute. To be truthful with you, I'm so sorry about what's going on, but we have words in regards to that. Everything in divine time, though, sister. Everything in divine time. Okay, okay, okay. I'm trying my best to stay focused because I feel like I am not focused right now. So let's do this. Let's start from the week and then allow the downloads to come on in. Okay. I'd appreciate that. So we was talking about, I was about to gear up and review what was going on in the last 2 weeks or so with this Uranus North Node conjunction that's been going on. And by the way, it's still close. It's at 18 degrees. Uranus and the North Node riding all week long last week. Mars blared past it at 20. It's probably at 22 degrees, close to 23 degrees right now, but it's still giving heat to that Uranus North Node change. And if you are new to my channel and you don't know anything about that, very, very briefly, Uranus is about change, swift, rebellious, unique change. The North Node is about our purpose. They're both in Taurus coming together, allowing us to align and change certain things in our life that are putting us on purpose, on time, and giving us motivation to assure a different quality of living. Now, for the last week or so, it was going on that we was feeling that change happening still and things were getting into place. This week, as I was going through the notes, I was like, wow, this is a different vibration. Although the practicality from last week is rolling on into this week, meaning all the new changes, the swift changes that are happening are allowing us to, count our ducks or put our ducks in a row, cross our T's, dot our I's, become a little bit more compartmentalized with these changes that are happening, looking at them from a detached perspective, an objective perspective, seeing what's ours, what's not ours, what we should do with it, trying not to be too emotional about it. All things practical and logical, right? And realistic is rolling into that feeling of that change is rolling into this week. But part of it is going up against the urgency and the irksomeness of wanting to get going. And it's like, yo, pipe down a minute. It's almost like when you walk by a store. I know this is a weird ass example, but it's almost like when you walk by a store and you see these bomb ass boots, and you knew those boots were there for months, years, goddamn even. But you see it, and the first thing you do, you want to break down the window to get them boots because now you got the money. I understand you got the money. I understand you got the time. I understand you got the talents and the gifts. But when shit is shifting and moving in a way, you got to get in, as you fit in when it's really the time. I know that's like really redundant and kind of weird to say, but the bottom line is as long as we are positioned and in the right place at the right time, the wave will usher us out into the new permanently. All we got to do is get our ducks in order. All we have to do is be aware. All we have to do is jump when it's time to jump. All we have to do is listen, to stay prompt, to be ready when God says go, when our ancestor says call this one, do that one, do that one. You understand what I'm saying? We can't go before the situation. We can't go before our steps. And that's going to be the real challenge this week, especially Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. Okay. So do yourself a favor and try not to be so irritated by things not moving according to your enthusiasm. It wants to match, your enthusiasm wants to match up with the way the process is going. It ain't happening like that. Trust me, you'll see what I'm saying when I start to break it all the way down. If you have any questions, please be sure to put them in the comments. I don't have my glasses on, so if I overlook it, it's not personal, all right? I'll try my best to go back later, or you can reinsert the question in the comments after we're done, and I'll definitely answer any questions for y'all, okay? I love questions, especially when you make it clear and pointed. And astrology is really, really difficult to do that. So make sure you know what you're talking about. Peace to you, Miss Lady JJ. What's going on, Angie P? What's going on? Yeah. Belle means beautiful. It sure does. Your name is Belle because you're so beautiful. Okay, it's the goofy in me. Here we go. Today, Today is the moon is in Capricorn. Well, I should say I'm lying. The moon right now is in Sagittarius. It will be in Capricorn at 2:30 p.m. Oh, then I might be right. 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. So the moon is in Capricorn. So when that moon busts in Capricorn, y'all already know this by now. It's time to get to work. It's time to climb the mountain. Here's that practical piece, right? Time to climb the mountain, get to work, time to get things in order, time to be the boss about your thing. Um, Not only be ambitious, but get serious, become more responsible, do the things that you know you should do. I mean, especially off the cuff of this last weekend, we were a little emotional. We kind of held back. Things were a little heavy. You know, and that moon was in Scorpio. Then it went into Sag, and everybody was like, fuck it. Let's have an adventure. Let's have a party. But now, when the moon is in Capricorn, the emotion, the feeling, the expression, the output is, let's be a little bit more responsible. Let's get our things going on this Monday. On this Monday, as they say. But before, hold on, cuidado, you may have felt a little earlier today when that moon was still in Sagittarius as it squared Neptune that you were waking up a little slow, a little foggy today. I hope you didn't beat yourself up. I know you feel like you had a lot to do because you probably spend a little bit too much time and a little bit too much money doing the things. If y'all can't hear me, let me know. I just put my notebook over this speaker. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. So let me know. I need y'all to help me with my technical situation sometime. I'm a one-woman show. Okay. Here's the deal. So with that moon, before it was in Capricorn, in Sagittarius, squaring Neptune, we might wake up a little disoriented, is what I said, like wanting to run through the fog. Right. Because that moon in Sagittarius energy is fast, right? Loud and clear. Thank you, Rabbi Rob. Thank you, Angie P. I like y'all. I like y'all a lot. So when it was in Sag this morning, it was literally about, okay, I'm waking up. I know I got things to do, trying to get the crust out of your eye, blaring past Neptune energy, all the fog, the delusion, the confusion you may have been feeling. Again, I hope you were easy on yourself because it's going to pick up. The energy is changing as the moon goes into Capricorn. I just wanted to say that. Before it was in Capricorn, no, when it was in Sagittarius, there was another aspect, a quincux to Venus. What act of affection are you dismissing? Irritated by timing? Just be open and be true to yourself. That was my note. You want me to read that again? What act of affection are you dismissing? Are you irritated by the timing? Be open and true to yourself. So maybe this morning your husband or your wife wanted a little nookie and you was like, I don't want no nookie. I got things to do. I got to move forward. Maybe somebody want to stop you on the elevator and give you a compliment and say, you know what, you look really, really beautiful today. And on any other day, you would have taken it wholeheartedly. But this morning, you're like, thank you. I appreciate you. You probably want my booty like my husband. I'm joking. But the point of the matter is like dismissing the affection, dismissing the feeling of value and worth because you are on your agenda to get things done. I'm going to say this real quick and then we're going to go on to the next day. Whenever anybody is offering up a compliment, please take 3 breaths, 3 deep breaths, and let it soak in. When anybody is offering you any affection, please take a deep breath and let it soak in. Hug them back. Return the compliment. And the reason why I ask us all to be present in that is, again, because this week we're building up to the full moon in Aquarius, detachment, no affection. But we're also trying to get on board to administer our dreams, this Uranus North Node change. So there's a space in our days in which we feel like, I don't have time to be affectionate, or I don't have time to share the love, to share the worth, to share the value. I have other things to do. I have to get to my books. I got to write my songs. I got to write this proposal, blah, 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 blah. And then you miss an opportunity to really shine on one another. Those shines and little bouts of affection are like fucking vitamins, man. They're like spiritual vitamins. Don't you need it? I do. I need a little spiritual vitamin every now and again. To be truthful with you, those things hold you over for those times in your reserve, for those times where people ain't giving a fuck about you. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, it's good for you to put that on yourself. Absolutely, almost always. Self-care, self-love, acknowledge it within you. However, it's always good to be recognized as well. And as human beings, we have to, concede to us being human sometimes. So suck it up, take a breath, take it on in, give the hug back and keep on pushing. All right. That's today. There's an irritability around that thing, but take a minute because you never know when's the last time you're going to see somebody. My son says that's a guilt trip. Ma, don't give me no guilt trip. You don't know, but it's absolutely true. I'm not trying to give you a guilt trip. You don't have to hug me if you don't want. But the bottom line is you never know when you're going to see them next. All right? From the Cancer to the peoples. All right, keeping it moving. The irritability continues on Tuesday, tomorrow. That's one of them days, y'all. I'm just saying as I scratch my cheeks. It's an irritable day. It's an irritable day. Even for some, not for all. But the bottom line is that if you don't feel the irritability, best believe, like I always say, somebody around you is feeling the irritability. That means in some way you need to feel it too. You need to be involved with it too. We're never short of anybody's energy. You dig? We live way too close to one another not to be affected by our neighbors and our family. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is this. Tomorrow, there is some kind of irritable energy that's going on. And let me run it down for you real quick. There's a quincunx from the moon to the sun. There's a quincunx from Mercury to Jupiter. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And there's a square from the moon to Jupiter. Whew, that's enough. That's absolutely enough. But let's start off Tuesday with a little harmonious kind of feel between the earth energy. The moon is in Capricorn. It's trining Mercury in Virgo. Practical expression leads to practical plans. All right, so tomorrow you're like, got my earth sign shit going on. I feel rooted and booted. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna put my plans together again, cross the T's, dot the I, make the phone calls, pay my bills, do what I need to do, and then hold on. That moon in Capricorn now wants to square Jupiter going reverse. Practical expressions that I was just almost dancing to is taking the fun away from these quick discoveries and rewards of Jupiter. But bust it, Rome wasn't built in a day. This is that energy that I was talking about on the top of this goddamn broadcast, is the fact that the practical energy, the earth sign energy, almost is acting, not really, in air quotes, as a Debbie Downer to this Jupiter expression that wants to be so generous. Again, wait, just wait. Rome wasn't built in a day. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgos are great for that. It seems like a Debbie Downer, especially to fire signs, because fire sign is like, let's go, we got the plan. It's written on toilet paper. I know, but it's a plan. Capricorn and earth sign energy is like, no, wait, hold on. It's written on toilet paper. Fucking transcribe that shit. Make it into a Morse code. Put an SOS in. Everybody need to see this. Send emails and goddamn texts. We need to make sure this is sure that it's right. And then we can go on to the plan. That's what makes it seem like a Debbie Downer. Does that make sense? Because that practical energy, again, the moon in Capricorn and Mercury coming together is like, yo, we need to figure this out. We need to feel what we feel. We need to plan what we plan in an earth sign kind of way. But then that moon is like, well, it's going against that Jupiter and Aries. Aries is the baby, remember, y'all? And it's going backwards. It's like, I got all the Skittles. But we have to plan all the green Skittles over here, all the red Skittles over here, or the yellow Skittles over here. Bite down, shorty. It's coming. Is the point. It may seem a little irritating though. So if you're that person who gets irritated very quickly, or if you're a fire sign yourself, you may have to hold your breath and you may have to count to 10, motherfuckers, but do it. Please do it for the sake of your own dreams coming to find you. You dig? You don't want it too prematurely. It's like goddamn eggs. You know when you make eggs sometimes, squirrel, and you boil them joints? I try to make them for 20 minutes, right? But when I boil them, sometimes I don't put the timer on. And then I don't know what 20 minutes is because I got caught watching Bar Rescue on some dumbass shit. Anyway, I'm squirreling out. The bottom line, I'm coming back to say, is that sometimes you get the boiled eggs out of the water way too soon. And them damn things are running, and then you just spoiled your whole perception of it. Let it take its time. Let it boil. Put the timer on. Put some earth sign on that shit and don't get irritated by it, okay? Because when you crack the egg open and it's nice and ready, and you put some salt on that thing or whatever you put on that, you're like, this is good, says the Cancer. I loves to eat. The other irritating thing is Mercury quincunxed in Jupiter. Oh, shit. The moon is quincunxed in Jupiter. Mercury is quincunx in Jupiter. Yeah. So again, you want to organize properly, but you're irritated by it. These quick blessings and these discoveries, putting them where they need to be. Putting them where they need to be. Don't move too fast, cuidado. The other irritation now is getting personal. The moon is quincunxed in the sun. Logical and seriousness offsets Leo's glow. That's what that means. Because the moon is in Capricorn, right? Quincunxing the sun and Leo. By the way, squirrel. Sonia's funny. Did y'all know that Lucille Ball was a Leo and Desi Arnaz was a Pisces? Don't ask me why I said that. Oh, I know why I said that. I know why I said that. I know why I said that. Because that's the irritation sometimes that's happening. Not with that situation. Let me back up. The bottom line is that there's an irritation that's happening between you being practical and you wanting to glow like that Leo. And I thought of Desi Arnaz, but that's a poor example. So I want y'all to scratch that and act like I never said it. But I'll probably come back to it later because I think something Leo and Pisces is going up against later on. I'll pull it back. Oh shit, my brain. What happened to my brain just now? The bottom line is this: it's personal. If the moon and the sun is quincunxing, ooh wee. So again, if the sun wants to glow like Leo in its generous state, in its open, artistic, performative state, in its loud, boisterous Leo, let's get the party going type of thing. And then here comes Grandpa, the moon in Capricorn, right? The moon in Capricorn going, wait. How many people in this party? Turn the lights on back there. Who's humping against the wall? That's kind of what the feeling is, right? Tomorrow, the irritation of Grandpa coming in again, trying to organize the fun. Grandpa, please stop it with that. Just stop. Can you turn the lights out? Ain't nobody gonna get pregnant with clothes on. Relax. Tuesday, tomorrow, another bright spot as we go to bed. At least we are reminded of our assignment. The moon is trining Uranus. Stay the course. Continue to feel the need to change. Does that make sense? Stay the course. Continue to feel the need to change because Tuesday is going to bring you through a nice little roller coaster. You waking up knowing that you got to keep your mind and your emotions right, practical like, okay? But then you get thrown off because these blessings are coming and you're like, damn, the party. You get thrown off because now you got to think Mercury, how to plan the party, how to do this. Oh, y'all know who that is? I'm going to beat him. Where's my belt? And you got to think about the practical thing going up against Jupiter, the party, and then the moon wants to go up against the sun, another party, and the feelings are getting hurt. But as we go to bed tomorrow, again with the moon trining with Uranus, it's like, okay, we knew all of that shit, we got irritated, but go to bed knowing and praying for sure that we are staying on our course because this practical earthbound energy is allowing us to see ourselves grow with the change. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Squirrel on the real, y'all. Isn't it a beautiful thing to watch yourself grow through a season, grow through a phase, as opposed to wake up and all of a sudden you got double D's? I don't know where the fuck that came from. You wake up, all of a sudden, you got the Maserati outside. It's like, how did I get that Maserati? How did I get my double D's? Did somebody come in and pump up my breasts real quick? Like, what were the things I needed to do? The planning, the fucking tears, the conversations I needed to have. How do I pat myself on the back for being courageous about a thing? You get what I'm saying? Understand these irritations are necessary this week, especially Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because it reminds you of how badass you are. It reminds you of how badly you need this change and to get on this course of Uranus in the North Node, taking us on our purpose. And it reminds you that nothing comes easily. And that's the universe, right? The universe says, yo, I'm not trying to break your back. But when I say change, there's going to be some disruptions because you're used to shit being done in a different way, human. So take your time and I swear I'm gonna beat him. Take your time and be irritated as much as you can so you can reward yourself afterward and say, oh, I lived through that little wave. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get me? Yes, yes, y'all. All right. Here we go. Wednesday, the moon goes into Aquarius at 2:45. Before that, of course, Eastern Standard Time. Before that, of course, it'll be in Capricorn still, allowing us to gather our shit, being a boss about things, going up the mountain, being ambitious and successful and responsible, a little serious, right? But it's about to slide into this Aquarius energy, which is taking us to the swell of this new moon in Aquarius. Big deal. Before it gets there, though, before it gets to Aquarius, right? I like to give y'all a little precursor so y'all can see where we're riding. The moon will be, of course, in Capricorn, and it's going to trine Mars. Mars right now is in Taurus, like I said at the top of this broadcast, about 21, 22 degrees, right? So we wake up on Wednesday. Should I just turn this thing down? We wake up on Wednesday. We wake up on Wednesday feeling like I'm really trying to be patient. We wake up and he's not even in the house for me to scream at him. Should I just scream out the window and maybe he can hear me down the street? Lord have mercy. How many mothers are on this goddamn broadcast that know that you can love your son and your daughter and want to break their left toe at the same time? The left toe on the left foot, the left pinky toe. Okay. I love them though. Here's the deal. Wednesday, with that moon in Capricorn before it slides into Aquarius, is trining Mars. Wake up and get motivated on the plan. You stayed irritated before. You knew what was going down. Okay. Wake up on Wednesday going, okay, let's get back on track. I need earth sign shit right now. I need to be exact about, I need to get clear. I need to check on my dots and my I's and my T's, and I need to do it. Resources, where they at, who I need to call, right? This is what we're waking up to on Wednesday. Also, it would be great if we can meditate a little bit. Knowing that we have that plan, before we do that, let's meditate just a touch. Let's take a minute on the toilet. Let's call a friend, call a prayer group. Let's have some music playing, dance around, get your spirit moving. Why? Because the moon is sextile in Neptune, right next to the moon, trining Mars. So if you want to move into that plan, Mars is about motivation. If you want to move into that practical plan, then you need a little bit of spirituality to help you out. You need your ancestors and your guides. You need a little boost. A little vitamin boost from the other side, please and very please. Whenever Neptune is involved, y'all know that's the time to call on the ancestors. Bottom line, basically, you don't need Neptune to be involved to call on the ancestors, but it's an open time to do so. We are a lot more open to it. And because it's still in Pisces, it's like, yo, baby, I'll give you what you want. Because it's all according to spirit and what spirit is trying to drive through anyway. So make sure you couple your action on Wednesday with a little meditation to reset your intentions, okay? Also on Wednesday, the moon will, what's that word? Conjunct Pluto going reverse. Yep. Remember who's boss, who's facilitating this thing. Remember who has that powerful transformative action, transformation. I'm reading my notes as I was scribbling along the edge of the book, right? The moon conjuncting Pluto going reverse, remembering your power, but remembering to feel what it was to feel like powerful. If that makes sense. Somewhere along the line between the irritations and the frustrations, between your impatience, you may have lost your footing on where you should stay in your power. What's your lane? You understand what I'm saying? What's the real reason behind your transformation? Get where I'm going. So on Wednesday, if you have to revisit that and go, okay, son, you got to get your hair done so you can feel good again, girl. Okay, son, you got to do this so you can go ahead and make this happening, girl. Okay, son, you got to say, y'all see what I'm saying? Replant your feet, almost like when you're at the edge of the shore and your feet are in the sand and the water keeps coming up. What is that position? He may have turned it off. Ain't that so cute? All right, I can't talk mess. Oh, I spoke too soon, goddamn. Look at that. Okay, anyway, the bottom line is replant yourself. Find your power again on Wednesday alongside this real reason to get practical and to see the sights all the way through. Also on Wednesday, the moon is going to be opposition before it goes into Aquarius, right? It's going to be opposition Venus. Now, Venus is on his way out of Cancer at the end of Wednesday. right? And the moon is on its way out of Capricorn in Wednesday. So when they meet up, the moon and Venus is kind of kissing goodbye, so to speak, because they're both bowing out of a particular energy that they've been in. The moon been in that energy for 2 days, whereas Venus been in that energy and Cancer energy for a couple of weeks. The reason why I'm slowing down and I'm putting a little highlight on this is because Venus and Cancer is important. And I don't know if I doved. The fuck? I've been learning Spanish, to be honest with you, recently. I'm not the best, but I do know that in my head, sometimes as I'm speaking English, I recognize this the last couple of days. I'm saying words backwards like they do in Spanish in my head, and the past tense and the present tense is all fucked up in my English mouth. God bless my good friend and sister Sandrine, who speaks 3 languages. I don't know how she do it because I feel like I'm all discombobulated in my throat. An excuse, maybe, but at the same time, it is a real reason why I keep tripping up on these goddamn words, in a sense. I want to speak Spanish so badly that I feel like I could say it, but then I go to English and then say it all wrong. Enough about me. The moon opposition Venus, right, on its way out is a beautiful thing in a sense, right? I love oppositions, by the way. The balance that it brings, the understanding in the balance that it brings. With that moon and Capricorn going, yeah, I did my job. I try to bring everybody down to the serious. I brought the responsibility. You understand? But now I have to balance it out as Venus is leaving out of Cancer and reminding that Venus in Cancer that it needs to leave its stains, so to speak, that it needs to leave its power, so to speak. Venus in Cancer has power, man. Venus in Cancer is all things love and worth, right? Venus, money, value, self esteem, love, right? Affection. There's that affection. In Cancer, now, I'm going to tell you truthfully, there are some crazy things about Cancer energy where incredibly Cancer energy is very, 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 very sensitive to a fault sometimes. You know, it holds on to the past, it's manipulative with its emotions. However, some never. When it's situated in Venus, it gives all the hugs, it gives all the loving, it gives all the nurturing, gushy, gooey kind of all the nurturing, gooey situations. See, when you grow up, you really try to curtail your reactions. I'm glad that y'all seeing me in real time in situations sometimes because I am a real person, and sometimes my patience is just like, what the hell? I must have a different. I have to have a different reaction. I just have to have a different reaction. Wednesday with that moon in Capricorn, opposition that Venus in Cancer. I'm glad y'all let me take my time on this. That Venus in Cancer is necessary, especially on its way out, especially when a planet is on its way out of a particular energy, it wants to leave a mark. So my point to all of y'all is saying this. Allow that Venus in Cancer to really get up on you on Wednesday. Allow that Venus in Cancer to get on you or to get on somebody else. Allow the affection to come. Allow the nurturing and the self-care to pour all over people. Don't be embarrassed by the motherly, nurturing, nourishing, vulnerable position. Vulnerable position. One second. One second, y'all. There's a reason why he's texting, and this is a very uh I didn't read the reason. Can y'all please give me like 30 seconds? And you can fast forward. I'll put my hand up when it's the time for me to start so y'all can fast forward to this point. But I don't want to lose you, and I need to pay attention to my son. What's my goddamn? Thank y'all. Thank you for your patience. Okay, here we go. Back to the importance of this moon. By the way, we're starting in case somebody did fast forward. Back to the importance of the moon opposition Venus. And thank you for your patience. Opposition Venus, right? The reason why is because that Venus energy wants to put its stain of affection on you, in which we need after this irritability that happened. Do you agree? I mean, we haven't lived through it yet, but just going off of this forecast, do you agree that we may need some kind of salve, some kind of lotion to smooth over some shit and balance out the harsh responsibility that we took care of, alongside this loving energy that wants to say, hey, good job, baby. Hey, here's a hug for that. Hey, here's a nice kiss. Hey, here's a couple $100 to go to Burt Williams. Hey, here's this for that. You understand what I'm saying? So you can feel good, so you can get that nourishment on you. That's a big deal at the end of Wednesday. I want y'all to take that moment and that time and recognize the hard work, recognize the adjustments that you had to do in these past, or had to live through in these past couple of weeks. You are a motherfucking rock star. That's all I'm going to say. If we are alive and we're breathing, we are in this space and time right now, dealing with these changes, dealing with these global changes, you are a motherfucking rock star. I'm not saying those that left are not. I'm just saying you are, because you are walking through it. And you need to recognize that on Wednesday, when that responsibility begs that you answer it and balance it out with a little self-love, okay? And a little self-care and a little, little nookie on your back. Who does the nookie on the back? I'm just saying. All right. We slide into to Thursday. Here comes Thursday with the moon opening up in Aquarius, right and nice and ready to go. Now, moon in Aquarius is a very interesting position. Happy birthday, Yari, and happy solar return to you. The moon in Aquarius is a very interesting position. I don't know anybody on here that has moon in Aquarius natally. Do you? Do you? I know a few people that do. The thing about it is, it always feels when the moon, because the moon is Cancer's position, not a planet, but ruler, right? And it's watery and gushy and fleeting, and all things water and emotions, right? But when it's in an air sign like Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, especially Aquarius and Gemini, it feels really interesting, like oil and vinegar, so to speak, right? The good thing about moon in Aquarius is that you're able to detach your feelings and observe from a particular space objectively, and not get your feelings hurt, not get your heart crushed, because you can say, oh, I see how this person did that, and I know why they did. You figure it out. Aquarius energy is about the knowing. I know, I know, I know. So you pride yourself on knowing the emotional response and the expression of another when the moon is in Aquarius, right? Or if you have moon in Aquarius. But what's so interesting this time around is that the moon is going in Aquarius and Jupiter is retrograde and is sextiling. Ooh, really? This is what I was alluding to on Instagram. With that moon going into Aquarius, it's time to, what I put here, time to, oh, no, that's a whole nother thing. When the moon going into Aquarius, again, it's time to allow the emotions that are swelling, that feels like you can't be detached to people's feelings. The other emotion of feeling like I don't want to confront anybody. Moon in Aquarius does not like to confront. And there's a full moon swell. So everything that I'm saying about moon in Aquarius is like going to the tilt. You see yourself and your friendships moving away. You see yourself and your groups and organizations moving away. You're very, very objective to your emotions, but you don't feel too much of anything. That's the downside of the emotions. That moon in Aquarius is that when it's time for you to feel, you kind of like, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I'm cool. I don't know how that's gonna play out. Moon in Aquarius gets really, really weird about emotions coming up to the surface, because it doesn't like confrontation. It doesn't like anybody to be upset about it. It wants to be the good guy, the friend to everybody. And it honestly doesn't know what emotions look like. It's fucking weird as hell to them. Why are you crying? Why are you doing this? Why are you reacting that way? Why? What's your problem? What's your problem, Moon in Aquarius? People are saying, figure it out, get over it. But oftentimes people need to sit in their emotions like the mud, right? Get it on them, become a part of it. Then they can recognize what that meant, the emotions and what the feelings meant. Then they wash it off. Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius won't get to the fifth base, so to speak. Like, let's just go home with this shit. Just figure it out later. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really interesting when the moon is in Aquarius, even more interesting when it's swelling, because you're trying to uh, take the cap off of all of the things that I just said. And you have to have some kind of confrontation. You have to meet your emotions. You got to figure out what it is that you're feeling. You just can't be dismissive and be the good guy or the good girl. Y'all following me, or am I throwing y'all off? Y'all with me? Yes, yes, y'all. Can y'all please let me know we're together? Because after that little distraction, I just felt like I needed to come on back. Y'all with me? Oh, it's 59 people in here. Y'all are with me. It makes sense, y'all. Thank you, my Gemini sister. I appreciate you. Okay. So, with that in mind, right? With the moon sextile in Jupiter, it's like, wait, hold on. Jupiter is positive. And that moon, that swelling, I mean, that's a positive thing too, because it's letting go of some shit. However, some never is letting go of what Jupiter is bringing too. Oh, wait, hold on. Jupiter in reverse is quickly bringing up all the things that we need to let go that we think was our blessing at one point. Oh, that sounds sad. It does, but it's not, right? So the full moon swell is like, get rid of all of this shit that Jupiter is showing you that you had. Remember that good friend that you had that, would always invite you over for lamb chops and goddamn brown rice? Well, they moved to Alaska. Wait, what? You remember that group that you was with, that book club that you was with for the last 5 years, and they introduced you to all these literary favorites, and you feel smarter because of it? Well, they dissolved. Wait, what? These things that brought you blessings, that highlighted your life, whether it be a group, an organization, whether it be your friendships, whether it be your dreams and your aspirations, ideas of the future. Aquarius about future shit, weird future shit, trends. Aquarius is responsible for setting trends. Believe that. But with this full moon that's swelling, all of these trends and ideas and friendships and groups and organizations coming to the top, and Jupiter's like, yeah, we don't need that anymore. I got some new shit. Wait, hold on. So, like I was saying on Instagram, depending on what the type of person you are and how you react, you may say, well, that's not fair. I don't want to get rid of my friend. I'm going to go visit her in Alaska every weekend. Are you, bitch? You about to be broke if you're leaving from New York. I'm just saying. You can't lament, in my opinion. It's best not to lament the things that brought you so much joy. Everything sticks around for a reason and a season. We can't coat the happiness in plastic. That's what my card said. Like, there's a line that says, don't coat the good times in plastic and expect for it to sit around, and put it like a trophy. I'm adding more to it though. And put it like a trophy on your mantle and revisit it just when you want some happy shit. Sometimes the happy shit is gone too. Sometimes the happy shit has to go too, and you have to wave goodbye. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, because why? New things are coming. The universe is going to replace it. All I'm saying, I'm going ham on this because I know somebody's gonna get their butt hurt on Thursday. Please don't let it. Please don't let your butt itch. It's not necessary, because we got some preparation H. No, I'm just joking. We got some salt. We got some cream for that shit. We got some new friends. We got a new book club. You understand what I'm saying? You have to remember that, please and very please. Okay. On Thursday, by the way, Venus went out of Cancer and it's going into Leo. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. After all the self-care and the Burke Williams moment and all the big boob hugs that you can get from people and all the tight muscular hugs you can get from the dudes, like all the affection that you need, now the value and the worth and the money and the love and affection and connection is going into Leo. Now it's really time for a goddamn party. By the way, I have Leo in Venus in Leo natally, and I am actually really, really proud of it. To be truthful with you, it allows me to have the most generous heart ever. I'm just saying, Venus in Leo is a big-hearted person. gives you all the good feels, gives you all the funny, gives you all the magnanimous heart energy, gives you all the luxury. I'm trying to think of other ways. Think gives you all the luxury that you deserve or that even that you don't deserve. Leo energy is big. It's huge. When you put that in a place of Venus, oh my God, you got the best cheerleader ever. You got the one that's riding behind you always. You can do this. Proud love, proud self-worth coming over us all. You understand what I'm saying? Being proud and courageous for loving the way that you love. Boom! I wish I had a proud and courageous for loving the way that you love. Listen here. Aren't you tired of telling people not to love you in a particular way when this is the only way you know how to love? And here's the deal. If there's something I'm doing that's hurting your feelings, that's a whole nother conversation. But if you're trying to augment how I love, when Venus goes into Leo, it's like, yo, you can't do that. You can't do that. This is how I love. I love big like this. And if you don't like this blanket of love, you may not need to call me. You may not never come over my house. How about that? If you don't want me to love you like this, go find some little mediocre love some kind of other place. But again, when Venus goes into Leo, oh God, I make myself laugh all day. When Venus goes into Leo, we're all feeling this. It's a goddamn party. Watch your money though. Watch your coins. Don't spend too much on shit that you can't afford. All right? Don't go to Alaska looking for that chick. She ain't nowhere to be found. She can send you a postcard or some shit. Don't spend your money too much. You got to watch. That's all I'm saying. Cuidado. All right? Let me keep it pushing because I feel like I'm going to talk forever. The sun is also squaring Uranus. Y'all getting this? Leo, any placement is awesome. Yes, it is. April. The sun is also squaring Uranus. Ego is upset by the work that you have to put in to the change. You can no longer rely on what was. Yup. Well, we already talked about that with that moon sextile and Jupiter. It's like, yo, get the Skittles some other kind of way. It's all right that the full moon is spilling over and exiting some things. Well, the sun, the ego, the core is in contention, squaring Uranus, going, all them things that left, how we going to change now? How we going to be different? The ego gets it, their face hurt almost. Like, how we going to do this? I can't do this with my friend no more. My friend that moved to Alaska, she had all the money. She had all the good parties. The book club that I was with, how I'm going to be smart. It's like the lamenting for real, but the ego gets it. Don't respond to that. Tell your son to pipe down. There's more that's coming. Rely on the pride that you have, that you've been holding, for being able to get through this life by your goddamn self. My mother always says, yeah, you have friends and you have people that come into your life, but you born by yourself and you die by yourself. Understand that. So even though we make the choices to have these friends, we make the choices to, and we elect certain people to assist us through our career, through our personal life. We fall in love. We fall out of love. We make the choice to do that. Understand that. It's you. You are responsible for all your triumphs and for all your fuck ups. Okay. So the bottom line is, don't get your ego bent out of shape, knowing that things are leaving, but the change is still coming. That makes sense. The moon is quincunxed in Mercury. Watch your tongue. I'm just saying, you may feel a little irritable and you may say some shit off the mark. You don't have to. You don't have to. With Mercury being in Taurus too, is it? Hold on. Mercury is indeed in Virgo. That's where it is. Mercury is in Virgo. With Mercury being in Virgo, you may want to go into denial about some shit. Mercury in Virgo is really, really tricky, to be quite honest with you. Because you may want to go into denial. You may want to argue. And that's where the frustration comes up. If you feel like you're getting frustrated or irritable against somebody's emotions or against your own emotions, you may want to argue. There's no need. There's no need. Virgo energy does argue, by the way. They call it healthy debate. But when you bring somebody around over and over in a goddamn circle and you ain't really making a point, that's an argument, motherfucker. Don't you know that? Sonia. Okay, I'm just saying that. So on Thursday, watch out for that irritation coming up looking like a goddamn argument. Mars is in Taurus, sextiling Neptune. Here's a little bit of a savior. Go for your dreams, imagination, all the feel goods. I'm just saying. Mars is movement, Taurus. Neptune is in Pisces, all ethereal. So dive into your emotions. I mean, take a little edible on Thursday and see where you need to go with your imagination. I always talk about drugs and alcohol on here. You would think this motherfucker's getting high all day, every day, and that's a part of my world. It is not. However, it's a part of our society. It's a part of my friends and what we do at times and blah, 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 blah. So I like to relate. Just wanted to clear that up. So the bottom line is when Mars is coming in with Neptune, Mars is like, put energy, put action, put motivation behind what's in your imagination, cuz what's coming up through your dream time, what's coming up through your conversations with your ancestors. Put some stank on it. Move. You may not move quickly because Mars is in Taurus. And again, it's methodical. Remember, it's a methodical, practical week. It's organization and all of this shit. And it's going up against some fiery energy that wants to do it now. I understand that. But get your ducks in a row again. Okay. The moon will, ain't that about a bitch? The moon will square Uranus on that day too. The sun is going to square Uranus. The moon is going to square Uranus on Thursday. Your feelings and your ego are bent out of shape about the change that needs to happen because the practical energy probably took it to the left. The practical energy probably took the fun out. The grandpa coming into the party, stopping the people in the corner humping. You understand what I'm saying? Can kind of throw you off your square a little bit. So you think that these changes are not coming. You think that nothing is changing. We're still in this weird society that wants to, put, grandpa in the middle of the party, that wants to add some restrictions and limitations on it, on everything. Relax. Don't act like a teenager. Pull back and understand why this is happening and know that the change is still going on. We just need to see it clearly and objectively. I just had to say that because Thursday is full of that. The moon is also balancing out with the sun. That's natural in every full moon, y'all know, because the sun is opposite the full moon. If the sun is in Leo, the full moon is in Aquarius. That's an opposition. So balance out that courage along with the things that you think you know. What do you think you know? Full moon in Aquarius. Oh, you thought that you knew what you thought you knew the other day when you said you knew it? Full moon Aquarius. Full moon Aquarius is like, I'm getting rid of all the things I don't know. We've said it best, right? A bunch of people have said it. You know something when you know you don't know shit. So that full moon in Aquarius, opposition to moon, is like, know that you don't know shit. Get rid of all the things you thought you knew, so to speak. Let Jupiter add some more Skittles to that. And then the sun is like, and let me shine on you. Let me show you what it is that you are, what you think you're missing, by applying some courage, by applying some magnanimous, Leo, proud, happy energy to that. You dig what I'm saying? What you thought may make you happy, the sun says, I can bring a little bit more. I can bring you something you didn't even think you needed. Moon in Aquarius. I'm just saying. Friday, the moon goes into Pisces. Hallelujah. Balance out all of this water energy. I think everybody has their purpose, y'all. But I do celebrate, honestly, when the water comes in there. Because the heady stuff, the air stuff is good. Keep it in order. The practical earth sign shit is good. Keep it rooted, keep it solid, keep it moving in order, right? The fire gives it energy, but the water always has a way of smoothing it all out, making it feel like, life ain't that hard. It's purposeful. It's a rhythm. So with the moon going into Pisces on Friday, 10:44 p.m., by the way, on the east side of life, it starts to bring the emotion. It starts to bring our intuitive powers. It starts to allow us to connect more and more with our ancestors. We're seeing spirits walking around, heightened psychic ability. We're starting to connect more with music and more with our imagination. You dig what I'm saying? Let it all out. Be a little bit more forgiving. That's what I put down here, didn't I? Where's that forgiveness piece that I put on here? Oh, it'll come back around. I'll read it in a minute. What Pisces energy is about forgiveness. So it's ushering in the need to forgive yourself or other people throughout this week. You dig? It's a big deal. But before that, the moon is in Aquarius on Friday. Before it goes into Pisces, it will square What's that planet? Mars, because Mars is in Taurus. Your rebellion has you scared to move. You thought you was ready? Did you think you was ready? Or do you need to plan a little bit more? And that's the danger, right? That's the danger of not paying attention to what it is that you know. That's the danger of not paying attention to what it is you could to learn, right? And you could know differently. That's the danger of not being practical and not listening to grandpa. Because if you would have listened to grandpa, you wouldn't have slipped your pants down. You wouldn't be pregnant right now. The bottom line is that the danger of your rebellion, of not listening to your rebellion or the things that you know or the practical piece of life, can have you move too quickly or have you not move at all. So the bottom line with that moon squaring Mars on Friday, it's like, so now you thought you was ready, but did you mess up? Did you not see what you needed? Did you not think it through? Did you not step back and be objective? Moon in Aquarius. You understand what I'm saying? Before you made those practical, methodical moves, and now you're scared. Are you scared? Are you getting stubborn in your movement? You're a little trepidatious now because you didn't know what you thought you knew when you think you knew it? Does this make sense? I hope I'm not speaking in riddles. But the bottom line is that don't be caught like a deer in the headlight on Friday because you thought you knew everything, because you was cursing out grandpa. Grandpa was trying to save your practical ass for moving in the direction that you need. Now you got a baby. Now you really got to be responsible, motherfucker. All I'm saying is just watch and be open. Watch and be open and move in the rhythm that you're told. Neptune is helping us all week. If y'all haven't noticed, Neptune is like, I'm still in your ear. I'm still in your ear giving you the instructions from the other side. Don't move too hastily. The moon, it will quincunx. That's where Sonia's funny. This is where I'll bring up the Lucy and the Desi Arnaz example, because the moon will be in Pisces, quincunxed in what? Venus and Leo. Yes, that was a quincunx relationship. Why? Because Lucy was big as fuck, but how about this? Desi was bigger. Desi was bigger because Desi turned the whole face. Oh, Sugar Crush, you're the bomb diggity. I appreciate you. I really, 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 really do. Thank you so much. I love when that happens. For your $5. I'm rich in spirit. I'm rich in pocket. Sugar Crush gave me $5. Woo! So the bottom line with thank you. The bottom line with Lucille Ball, Desi Arnaz, is that his Pisces energy was a lot bigger in a lot of different ways. He changed the face of television. You dig what I'm saying? He made the 3-camera setup in television so you can get these different angles. Did y'all know that? Desi Arnaz was a fucking boss, but because he was Cuban, he didn't get his credit. You understand what I mean? But Lucy came up big, magnanimous, Leo style. So my point is, Venus being in Leo wants to irritate Desi, the moon in Pisces. Yo, it's like, yo, can I just shine over here and be Desi real quick and play my little bongo and feel my feels? Why is Leo energy got to come out and just blow everything out the water, so to speak? We have a time and space for everything. Let me read what I really wrote. Trying to be intuitive in a loud party or project or a partnership. It feels like it's kind of weird, right? Where are the parents, so to speak? Where's the relationship, so to speak? Where's the situation that's balancing this thing out to take away the irritation? Because Leo and Pisces is an irritation. It's a quincunx. Y'all following me? Yes, yes, y'all. Did I lose anybody? Please ask questions if I did. The bottom line is with that moon, that feeling going up against Venus, that love. We don't want to get irritated by the love and the emotions that are in the air. They may be a little bit different, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, but can't they come together and form I Love Lucy out this motherfucker? Can't they have all of us come together, be a little irritated, a little different, a little off the cuff, and still bring smiles? Do y'all get me? I speak in poetic terms almost always. The moon in Pisces is trying to smooth things out. That's all I'm saying. It will stay in Pisces on Saturday. That might be the day to cry. That might be the day to let it out, because that moon is going to be opposition that Mercury in Virgo, right? So you have to feel your way through the plan, is what I wrote here. But it may give you a moment to cry, to release, to say, oh, the plan was working, or oh, the plan went a little skewed, or oh, the plan did this. I don't know what's going on. Sit back, scratch your head, allow the Pisces energy to come through and say, we should feel it like this. Let me intuit Desi Arnaz and see what new invention I need to do, and what genius energy I need to bring through, and what ancestors I need to talk to in this moment in time on some Pisces shit. Okay, and then the Mercury says, let's go. Let's plan it. Let's execute it. Let's organize it. Let's be logical about whatever inspiration came through. You get it? Yay. The moon sextiles Uranus. Back on track with the moon, the feeling. It's sextiling in harmony. Uranus. Uranus been getting beat up all week, y'all. Uranus, put it this way. That North Node Uranus switch has been going on, as I've been highlighting for the last couple of weeks. If you notice, rewind the motherfucking tape selector. If you notice, Uranus has been hit. Uranus is being posed as a fraud. You fraud. You said, I spend money to do that Sonia Uranus North Node thing, and shit's supposed to be changing. Well, this week, Uranus, I'm just saying, it's just getting his ass beat. Uranus is like, I'm trying to prove it. I'm trying to do something, but y'all moving too fast. You're being too hasty. You're getting your feelings hurt. Well, on Saturday, you see it all come back to one. When the moon sextiles Uranus, and Uranus goes, finally, okay, we're back on track now. Y'all see what I was doing? You got my plan. You understand me? Because somebody give me a hug. I got good intentions, Uranus is saying. We got to come with the new. We got to get on our plan, stand on our North Node, on our new purpose out this joint. Celebrate that on Saturday. Sunday? Oh, that's cute. Let me run down the goddamn aspects. The moon is quincunx in Neptune. That's beautiful harmony. Waking up nice and dreamy. If you have somebody to sleep next to, you may want to have some great pillow talk on Sunday. The moon is sextile in Mars. Ooh, let's move with that. Feel good. And because Mars is in Taurus, after you had a little nookie and had a little bedside manner, little pillow talk, whatever, because Mars is in Taurus, you want to go eat? You want to eat? Taurus and Cancer is the foodie of the zodiac. You want to eat after all that good loving, baby? The moon sextiles Pluto going reverse. Powerful to be open and sure. The moon sextile and Pluto. Pluto, remembers about power and transformation, intimidation, superiority, inferiority. So now it's reminding you of all that. I used to feel strong when I did this. I used to feel strong when I woke up and prayed. I used to feel strong when my baby gave me some loving in the morning time, and then we went and ate a burrito, breakfast burrito. That was my life. The bottom line is I could feel my strength again. I could feel my power coming back. Dun, da, da, da. On Sunday, the sun is opposition Saturn, going reverse. Ooh, Saturn going reverse. So that only means that the sun is putting this light, its illumination on all the lessons and the fears that came up or that's coming up. I like that. Sit back and forever forgive yourself and everyone for everything. Yes, I said it. That's a blanket statement. I don't know what the hell's going on in your life, but I say release it. Let it go. Forgive a person. Forgive a mug. Yo, none of that energy can stay stuck in a place in where we're going. People do what they do because they do it. It does sometimes it has nothing to do with you. So when we hold on to shit and we're unwilling to forgive them, we're taking it too personal. It may have stuck us right in the heart, but it was some shit they wish that they could have stuck themselves with, to be honest with you. They projected the pain on you, which they needed to give to their goddamn self, or they already have been given that pain. So forgive people, please. Go back to the pain, go back to the lessons, go back to the fear, and begin to forgive with this moon and Pisces rolling into moon and Aries on Sunday, okay? Mars in Taurus will trine. There, it gives you the energy. Mars will trine Pluto. As this Pluto energy is coming up, as the power, readjusting your power, sinking your feet further into to the sand, keeping your square. Mars is like, I got your back on that. Whatever we need, whatever movement we need, whatever plans we need to implement, but that I've been lining up in this last week and everybody's been laughing at me for staying practical. What you need, Pluto? You my man. You my chick. You gonna feel this power once I give you the information, once I give you the action, once I give you the execution, the methodical strategy behind feeling powerful again. That's what Mars and Taurus been doing all week, and it will continue to do that. Understand that. Mars and Taurus is no motherfucking joke. Trust me when I tell you. Especially because it's been hitting this North Node Uranus conjunction, right? So it's literally leading us like a comet through the sky on our path. So when it hooks up with Pluto, it's like it's not only reminding us of our power, but it's fueling our transformation. And at the same time, since Pluto is in reverse, it's reminding us all of the shit that made us weak in the first place. So don't be hurt by that. Just stick it in your bra, stick it in your pipe, smoke it, do whatever you need to do. Take note of it so you don't repeat it and get off your square. And then lastly, oh, ain't that beautiful? The moon in Aries will trine Venus in Leo. After all of that hurt feeling, after all of that not feeling worthy, and you spending some money, being a little too hasty, whatever the case may be, whatever you going through, that moon, that moon in Aries and that Venus in Leo comes together on some fiery, passionate evening that night. That night, get it good. But the bottom line is feel it, express your love, be bold about it. Fire signs I love fire signs for that. To be truthful with you, even though my little sensitivities could feel that fire energy, I need it in my life because sometimes that fire, and everybody does, bottom line, sometimes that fire sets us off in places and spaces we never thought we would go. If we didn't have that urgency, that propulsion, that courage behind it to say, fuck that shit, I'm gonna do it anyway. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna beat me? That's that fire sign energy. So when that whatchamacallit, Venus and the moon come together Sunday night, it's reestablishing the courage within you to get everything that you are worthy of and to feel good about it. Period. I hope this helped you. That's this Sunday, Anthony. Yup. That's this Sunday. You look a little new to our page. You said, do we let people back in? I don't know what that question is for. Please ask that completely and I will gladly answer that. But you look new to my page, and what we do here, just to establish some clarity, is talk about the week. This is a weekly rundown. So I finished with the week. You can always rewind if you didn't catch it all. And now is the portion in which I take someone's rising, their sun and their moon, and I read somebody's chart real quick before we go. Ooh, we are 7 minutes into this thing, and 55 people are rocking. Y'all must not be at work. Who played hooky today? You feel that energy? I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So hi, Shanice. How you doing, honey bun? So if you know your sun, your moon, and your rise, I will happily give you a couple of minutes of a free read that comes through. And by the way, I do readings all the time, right? You can go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com. And in my readings, it's like a 3-part read. It's an hour and a half, a very long time, but a lot of information that comes through. And it's 3 parts. I have the ability to connect with people's ancestors and their guides. To be quite honest with you, I wouldn't be able to do this without them. Trust, they come through like a force oftentimes throughout this hour or so that we spend. So that's what we do in the first part of our read. We talk to them. I talk to your ancestors and see who's on the other side, who wants to talk, who wants to show up, their face. Sometimes they bring food. The second part, we go into your natal chart based on your time, your date, and your place of birth. Western astrology it is. And then lastly, we spread like a 5-card spread. So if you want to book a read, go on to my website again at wordlifeastrology.com. Sometimes I throw out specials. The Uranus North Node special was the last one I did. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description box below. I think there's a few more days because I did extend it for 2 weeks. People were on it and I'm grateful for it. I hope it helped a lot of y'all out there who took advantage of it because this Uranus North Node thing is a big deal. It will never, ever happen again in our lifetime in Taurus. That's the beauty of it all. And Taurus is about quality. So this Uranus North Node conjunction is about us being changed for a better quality of living. Who wants to negate that? Who wants to say, oh, no, that's okay. I don't want to do this. I'm going to stay in this other shit, lament this shit, and these people that are leaving. Kick rocks. I got shit to do. Not on some selfish thing, but on some like, yo, as you are leveling up and I'm leveling up, let's level up together. And then I meet you down at goddamn Turks and Caicos or some shit on a corner of South America somewhere. That's all I'm saying. Did anybody put up their Sunday morning rise? Angie P, have we done this before, honey bun? Please be honest. Because your name is familiar, but I don't know if I read your chart. I should start keeping a spreadsheet of y'all so I can pull it out and be like, I got you. You did that on September. You had a reading on September 5th, 2020. I'm glad, Mary. Oh, that's so cool. Mary Hill. That's my girl. That's a sweet ass Pisces right there. Ooh. All right. Where's the Uranus North Node link? Hi, Diva. It's in the description box. When I get off of here, you'll see it. You gotta wait till I finish, though. All right. We're gonna read the newbie in town. I think he's a newbie. Anthony sells Atlanta. Anthony, you sell Atlanta? All of Atlanta? A Gemini Sun, Libra rising, Capricorn moon. Now that's the funnest, most responsible person I've ever met. Not really, like I haven't met you, but that's what that pretends. Gemini Sun, you big old flirt. I love Gemini men. I love Gemini people because they do flirt. They flirt with people. They flirt with time. They flirt with ideas. They flirt with space. They flirt with everything. Flirting is just a touch and go kind of butterfly flightiness that Geminis have to keep things in effort, to keep things superficial. That's Gemini for you. All things superficial. Squirrel, by the way, Anthony and everybody else had a conversation with a new neighbor downstairs, and she was just talking. And every time she got somewhere that was deep, she minimized it. Oh, yeah, I need to change my life, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Oh, and I need to heal on this, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. And I kept thinking to myself, she's a Gemini because she keeps bypassing every little deep piece of the conversation. I said, first of all, she don't know who the fuck she's talking to. And second of all, I stopped her in the middle of a sentence and I said, hey, what sign are you? She told me. I said, Gemini, don't do that. Don't minimize your healing. Don't minimize your healing, Anthony. And this may not be your story, but I'm just putting that out there. Don't minimize your healing, honey. Because Geminis have a hard time really getting deep to a thing because it hurts when you bring up old shit. You know what I'm saying? And remember I said air signs don't know how to deal with emotions when it comes up because it's too fucking crunchy. And then what you gonna do with that? After you don't bring it up and shit, like who you gonna sell it to? Who you gonna talk about? You gonna write a book? What you gonna do with it? The bottom line is that sometimes it can seem useless to Gemini energy, but at the same time, you need to go through it in order to heal your heart, especially if you have a Capricorn moon, my friend, because you don't want to cry. You don't want to cry. You don't want to emote. You're very, very guarded when it comes to your emotions. Being a Capricorn moon, you're very, very responsible. It's all about money and it's all about getting where you need to go, Anthony. It's all about you hitting the top of that mountain. Ain't nobody mad at that. But at the end of the day, baby, and it looks like you're a black man, definitely are a man. At the end of the day, men, especially black men, are y'all leaving because you won't answer to your heart. You leaving the planet because you won't soften up this membrane right here. You gotta let it go. Whatever is hurting you, whatever is on you, okay? And your Libra rise probably won't let that happen either, because Libra rise is like, yo, I'm just here for the party. I'm charming and shit. I'm just talking diplomatically to everybody, trying to be fair and just in this situation. I ain't got no heavy talk to do. I don't even want to cry. I just want to be the mayor in this motherfucker. Who want to drink? That Libra rise, I love Libra rise people, to be honest with you, because it's always a good time and it's always a good conversation. And Libra energy, for sure, unlike other signs that like to debate or argue, Libra energy likes to debate for just the sake of having a different perspective. So your rising sign, Anthony, attracts people with different perspectives so you can learn from them. And you really learn from them. It may seem like it's argumentative, but it's not. You question them so you can learn something different and expand your own intellect, you dig? But do cry, brother. Please cry. Okay. Cancer season is depressing. It can be, Anthony. I know, honey. I know. But if you sit with this Cancer, I'm going to make you cry. If you come over my house, if we meet somewhere, you're going to cry. I just have that ability. And I might sit there and cry with you. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Was it somebody else who wanted to have a read? Let me go through this and see if there's any questions that I missed. How y'all feeling? Y'all good? Y'all hanging in there. I appreciate. Please put the thumbs up if you like this video. I appreciate it. Share it with somebody that you know can get some insight. I really, really appreciate it. Angie P, I was asking you if you had, is she still in here? If she had a reading before. No, she's been following since Periscope. Oh, okay. So let me do you real quick because that was in the back of my mind and I just wanted to be fair. Angie P, Taurus Sun, she's on vacation. Happy vacation, chick. Where you at? Taurus Sun, Cancer Moon, and Capricorn Rising. Well, you cry. With that Cancer Moon, you absolutely cry. And that Taurus Sun, you're probably crying over your food. Probably crying over the food that you had last night that you wish you had some more of, and you're sad about it because the daggone dish was so goddamn good. That's a Taurus Cancer goddamn problem right there. I ain't even gonna lie. Damn, that food was good. I need to go to the store and get some more. It's 50 miles away. I don't care. Make a U-turn. Taurus Sun, devoted, loyal, martyrdom. That's how y'all do it. Y'all die for people. Y'all go hard, Taurus Sun. That Cancer Moon, again, yes, you cry. You can be emotionally manipulative too, so be careful of that, all right, boo-boo? And by the way, the moon is a position of not only emotions, but how you viewed your mom when you slipped through your mother's womb. So you, Angie P, you viewed your mom like a Cancer. Your mother wanted you, honey. Whenever anybody has moon in Cancer, their mother wanted them. Their mother, and I'm not to say anybody else's mother didn't want them. I'm not excluding anybody else, but Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. When the moon is in Cancer, your mother was gushing. She wanted to be that mother, that dutiful, doting mom. If she wasn't, she had the feeling of it. And at least you saw her in that kind of light. I just wanted to put that out there. Your Capricorn rise, though, let me tell you something about Capricorn rising people. I love them, but they're always looking for responsibilities and they're always looking for projects. People are their projects, pets are their projects are their projects, social activism is their project. I feel like sometimes if you are not saving, Capricorn rise, if you're not saving people in some kind of way, if you're not figuring their situation out and sending them answers to their problem, you don't feel useful. Capricorn's energy and its phrase is I use. So Capricorn loves to use resources and people and situations, especially when it's on this rise, to help out people, other people, including yourself. However, some never, Angie, people don't need to be your projects because after a while, you got motherfuckers lining outside your door like, Angie, I heard that you know how to fix a tire. Angie, I heard that you know how to do this. Angie, I heard that you have time for that, Taurus? I'm just saying, you probably will take it on because you're bullish like that. And you're like, I can do that. But here's the other part. Your moon in Cancer can't take it too much longer. Because what you do is the moon in Cancer is absorb everybody's energy. You absorb everybody's feelings. All the people that's lined up outside, you may not think it, but you do. And at the end of the day, you want to cry. At the end of the day, you crying because you think you sad because of something that happened. It's actually 5 people that was in line and lost their grandfather. So you crying for them. You soak up everybody's emotions, baby. Cuidado. Because even though the Taurus can handle it bullish like, even though that Capricorn rises like, I got the answers. I'm the boss. I'm the goat getting up the mountain. Your little heart can't take too much. I'm just saying, cuidado. Take care of yourself first. All right, that's all I got for y'all. Y'all want to read it? Hit up my website, wordlifeastrology.com. Thank you for being present. Thank you for sharing this information and this time and this space with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trying to be the best that you can do. Because what I do know is that when I do this and I pray before I come on here every time, that I set up the seal around us to be protected by God and be protected by things that are unlike God. Okay, from things that are unlike God, so we can get our healing on, so we can move through like a tribe and like a village that we never met. That's all. That's what it's about, y'all. It's about gathering our energies and plowing through this time the best way we know how. So here's my contribution. I love you. I love me. And I love this time that we're in. Get better, get right, stay the course, okay? All right. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.